Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another All-American review, y'all. Alright, this episode was really good, but then again, All-American never really disappoints me. Like, I'm just saying, in general, I am always entertained. Aren't you entertained? Isn't that not why you're here? I probably said that wrong. Never mind. Anyway, Tyrone rolls up on the OG in the park, barbecuing for the community, trying to be a stand-up citizen, making sure they got the veggie burgers and they got the pork for those of us that don't care about all of that, okay? And Tyrone rolls up, on the OG, on some lollipop, Tupac from Juice type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy behind the eyes vibe, right? And he threatens him. So now the OG got to get his family out of town because Tyrone rolled up in the park threatening the family. I said, Tyrone ain't gonna be happy until somebody kill him. I mean, I don't know why he think he can go around threatening everybody and ain't nobody gonna come from him. Like, you in the hood. Like, you ain't the only one that done killed somebody, Tyrone. What's wrong with you? So, y'all, this episode, Coop and Layla are in the studio making great music together. And Layla wants to enter Coop's song into a radio contest to where if you win, they play her song for 10 hours straight. I don't know why anybody would do that. That's insane. Don't make people hate my song, okay, by playing it over and over again. Like, just put it into rotation. Whenever y'all play y'all 10 songs, make sure my song is the last of the 10. You know what I'm saying? Put my shit in rotation. Don't play my shit all of them times to make everybody be like, oh God, that song on again. Like, don't do that to me. Okay, that's just how I felt about it. But anyway, Quan, one of Preach's homeboys, comes in and tells Coop that Preach needs to see her ASAP. It's an emergency. So she goes to see him in prison and he all beat up. Damn, you know what I'm saying? I messed up everything. He can't see. Like, who did Preach like that? He was like, Tyrone did this to me. Okay, and she stand up. She was like, oh yeah, me and OG been waiting on him. We got heat for cuz. And he was like, Coop, sit your ass down. Y'all, it reminded me of when Ice Cube told that shit to Smokey and Friday. He was like, man, I got mind control over Depot. It's like, your ass. Man, let's jump him. Like, what? Let's jump him. Sit your ass down. That's what that reminded me of when Preach told her to sit her ass down. Like, at the end of the day, you is not about this life and I need you to lay low, okay? You better lay low. Shout out to Nate Dogg and Whitney Houston. Because that's, you better lay low. That was the joint. Now she said, she better lay low for the who be claiming my hood and really ain't from my gang. Better lay low. I hope you know he's thinking I'm just talking and I won't do a thing. Really hope so. Lay low. Nobody moving till I say so. So, y'all, Spencer is back training, all right? He's pumping iron. It doesn't look as painful as it did last episode. He's not playing yet, though. Asher, however, is out there on the field killing it, okay? Just doing the most. So much so that Billy gave him a compliment and a pat on the back in front of the whole team. Look at you. Laura is back this episode and she's running for office. We know that. She's running for district attorney. She's been running for district attorney, but I feel like we stopped talking about it for a while. Her opponent wants to use her separation from Billy against her, and Billy offers to do an interview and take full blame and explain it to everybody so that people won't judge her for having a messy family life, as if most people don't have messy family lives. That's just ridiculous to me. But either way, she says, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not even giving him a reaction. At the end of the day, he is on his third wife, yet he wants everybody to look at me like I have a messy family life. Boy, bye. Okay, I'm not even giving that a response. And then she tells everybody in the campaign headquarters, campaigners, let me tell y'all something. Ignore this messy, slanderish foolishness, okay? When they go low, Michelle Obama told us to go high. I'm sorry I had to bring that in. It's Black History Month. Asher has a beautiful romantic hotel room set up for Olivia so that they can finally have sex without being high. They're getting into it, they're making out, it's nice, and then all of a sudden Olivia backs away. What's the problem? Olivia says, I can't do this. We said we will be honest with one another, and I need you to be honest with me. Are you juicing? Are you using steroids? He says he had to be aggressive with his comeback, but it's not a thing. And she was like, if you needed to play, it's a thing. She promises not to say anything, but I don't think that's going to last long. And I also think he's putting her in a messed up situation. As an addict herself, she does not need to be hiding a drug habit from her dad, her parents, first of all, to protect you. She doesn't need to do that when she's already trying to stay steadfast in her own recovery because she's going through a lot and trying to stay clean her damn self. Anyway, Spencer and his mom go to the doctor and he gets cleared to get back on the team. Okay, the doctor said that one of Spencer's arms, the one he got shot in, is at 80%, but his 80% is better than normal people's 100%, so he can get back to the game. But they do want him to take it slow and not just run in, head first, because he still has to make sure that that shoulder is okay. He runs out of her office straight into Billy, who already knows that he's been cleared, but he tells Billy, hey, I'm playing in this next game. Okay, I don't care what you talking about, coach. I got cleared and I'm playing. And he like, look, we gonna test your shoulder. We gonna teach you these plays. And if your shoulder test goes well, then you know the plays by the end of the week, then you can play in the game. Child, Spencer never gives up. Never. I love his willpower. Coop goes over to Layla's and asks if she can stay with her because Tyrone is after her and her parents are out of town. Layla says, of course. They got security. They in a gated, community. They in a gated house. Like, it's safe over there at Layla's house, in her rich producer daddy's mansion. So that's a great idea. We thought Coop was going to stay with her. Simultaneously, Coop has Darnell getting Dylan and Spencer to stay in Beverly Hills so she doesn't have to worry about Tyrone rolling up on them because it kind of stays in the confines of Crenshaw and they won't bleed over into Beverly Hills. I guess that's the assumption we're making, that Tyrone won't kill anybody if they're in Beverly Hills. Okay, I hope so. I mean, he would be smart because they not going to play about it if it's in Beverly Hills. I mean, they damn sure not even playing in Crenshaw right now if they gentrifying the neighborhood. Layla's dad comes in and he says he's heard some good things about Layla and Coop's new song and he wants to give it a listen. So he listens to it and Coop felt like maybe it needed to be tweaked in some type of way, but he was like, I wouldn't change a damn thing, especially since it's about Spencer getting shot. Nah, that's real. That's gutter. And then he tells her that he really respects her gangster. At the end of the day, she never lets anything that's happened in her life tear her down. And he's very proud of her for that. And of course, she's, more than welcome to stay at their house. But something happened in that moment. I'm not sure what. But Coop then leaves because Layla came back to tell her that the song won the radio competition and she was nowhere to be found. Coop pops up at Patience's house and Coop suggests that she and Patience go to Patience's uncle's cabin somewhere so that they can get out the city and lay low for a while. I'm like, then why did you go to Layla's house? Like, somebody make me understand what's going on. I mean, I guess Coop might have been trying to get Layla to stay at her house because, they've been seen hanging around one another. So maybe that was to protect Layla. I'm not sure. But either way, Coop wasn't in Patience's house for 5 minutes before Spencer came knocking on the door. She ran into Patience's room to go and cop the gun she was hiding there. And when she came out, Spencer was like, what the hell are you doing, Coop? Y'all got to get out of town. If I could find you, then I know Tyrone's crazy ass can. So she says, okay, we about to leave right now. Spence leaves and then Coop tells Patience to go by her uncle and she'll meet her there. And I'm like, Coop, what the hell are you doing? Why can't you just leave and get out of Dodge? I think Coop is hell-bent on proving that she's about this life, and I'm just sad about that. Jordan and Simone are still talking. Like, I didn't realize that, I knew they were friends, and she showed up to help when, Billy was about to get kicked off the team as the coach and all of that, But ultimately, I didn't know it was like that, but it looked like it's like that. I mean, they friends, but it looked like it's about to be something more than that. I'm just saying. He convinces her that it's time for her to tell her parents that she's pregnant. She still hasn't told them, and she's scared because her parents are a tad bit much. And I do mean a tad bit much, buku a tad bit much. So they bring the parents down to a sports bar. And when she tells them that she's pregnant, her mom instantly starts to go in on Jordan and his family and how are they going to bring a baby into their broken family and all of this. And it's like, oh, no, you did not, bitch. Oh, no, you did not. Jordan just sat there and took it like a real one, okay? He was a gentleman in that moment. But Simone was like, Mom, the baby is not Jordan's. Like, would you calm the hell down? Like, going in on this man's family right now. You couldn't have worn a condom. Like, girl, stop, okay? Because y'all probably the type of parents that don't want to put y'all daughters who fucking on birth control. So I don't even want to hear this conversation about him wearing a condom, okay? But I'm just saying, like, stop. Okay, he not the baby daddy. But either way, she says, well, it doesn't even matter who the baby's father is because you're not keeping this baby. Not if you expect to still live under my roof. And Simone was like, oh no, this is not your decision. No, this is not your decision at all, ma'am. Like, I guess I'm going to have to move in with my cousin in Texas because I'm not having an abortion. Like, cut it out. I was like, you better stand up for yourself, Simone. Your mama crazy. So y'all know Laura is running this campaign out of their house, okay? So Layla and Olivia are there, and Olivia asked her opinion on keeping Asher's secret. She didn't say it was Asher's secret, but she just says, you know I shouldn't be keeping this secret, you know? And Layla is like, well, I'm sure you'll use your excellent judgment because you have it. So just use your judgment, and I'm sure you'll make the best decision. Then we see Laura's opponent on the news calling her cold and saying that's probably why her marriage fell apart and that she has 2 teenage kids who need her right now, so she shouldn't be running because she's a mother. I said, I could kick you in the throat and the dick. Like, first the dick to get you down on the ground and then the throat. Like, are you serious, sir? Are you serious? You really said that misogynistic, male chauvinist bullshit on national television? Well, local. Okay, but it's the news. It can go viral. I can't believe he said that. Like, it was just so ridiculous. Olivia says, oh my God, that's why I'll never get into politics because of men like that. And you see Laura turn around and look at her. And I guess Laura found that very disturbing because you can tell that Olivia is a fight the power type person. She's just now starting to figure that out for herself. But I could definitely see her going to law school or becoming a journalist or in some way being somebody that is for the truth and the people. Okay? And having fever behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just see that in her, and I think her mom sees that in her as well, and it's probably been there this entire time. So mama got upset and was like, okay, now I need to address it because now it seems as if you think you can bully all the girls from staying out of politics because y'all want to use these antiquated ideals of women as a way to argue lifestyle choices when we're trying to run for district attorney. Like, let's talk about my track record. Let's talk about my work ethic. Let's talk about what I can do as an attorney instead of talking about my personal life. Because if I was a man, you wouldn't be worrying about if my kids were being taken care of. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Laura got on the news and went off, okay? She did her interview and it really made Olivia proud of her mom. And I was like, I would be proud too. I was so here for Laura when she sat down and was like, okay, let's do this. Okay, she was like, at first I wasn't gonna give this a response, but now I realize not responding may not be the best course of action. But what I'm gonna say is stay out my personal business because my separation is nobody else's business. Okay, and my opponent needs to worry about his own track record instead of worrying about my personal life. Okay, like, she really got up there and said something about the way men and women are viewed in politics and how even with Hillary had all of this experience in government. I mean, she was a first lady. She was the Secretary of State. She was a senator. She was head of energy and oil or something like that. She was head of another thing. I forgot at one point. But either way, this is somebody who has been in politics. And if she had a penis and no breasts, y'all would have definitely made her president. Definitely made her president. Okay, but because it's more important for a woman to be viewed as soft and demure than smart and intelligent and capable, she's a bitch. She's cold. Like, that's what they do to us. Like, I'm still mad about that shit. I don't care what nobody's talking about because people love to bring up, Hillary has racist past and she's been in cahoots with these people and that people. And I said, at the end of the day, I'm a black woman. This has always been about the lesser of two evils. Okay, for us, it's always about the lesser of two evils. At the end of the day, Hillary would have been less than, okay, compared to the evil that we have now, okay? I'm just saying. Laura said she not living by that stupid ass double standard. I said, fight the power, Laura. Fight the power. So Spence has his shoulder test, y'all, while simultaneously stressing Asher the hell out. Okay, because y'all know Asher feels like Spencer is his competition. So if Spencer's doing well, then nobody's going to be paying attention to Asher. But Spencer passes the test, and Billy asks him, only you know if your shoulder is 100%. Spencer, tell me the truth. Is your shoulder 100%? He says, yeah, but we see him look down at his arm and kind of clutch. And we find out later on that he was getting some numbness. And whenever he, went to catch the ball and fall on the ground or whatever impact that hit his arm would go numb. And he didn't keep it 100 about that. He lied and said that everything was okay. And now Billy is going to, take a hit when he puts him out there on the field and he's not 100%. So Barry Lemon, who is a recruiter for Coastal California, which is, I'm guessing, a college out there that does really well in football, he's in the crowd at the game that Spencer is about to play at because his son plays for the opposite team. Spencer thought he was about to run out on that field at the beginning of the game, and Billy said, oh no, my bro, you gonna chill out, okay? I'm gonna phase you in. Eventually, he couldn't take it anymore. He like, oh my God, coach, put me in the game. And Billy's like, all right, bro, go ahead, go out there and play. So he gets out there and he gets against Barry Lemon's son. I'm guessing there's a lot of smack talking and everything. Eventually, Spencer gets it down. Everybody's having fun, doing well. We think it's going great. But then he falls, and when he falls, he loses the feeling in his arm for a longer period of time. So everybody noticed it. And when the trainer comes out on the field, he asked him, is this the first time that happened? And he says no. And Billy looks at him like, motherfucker. Like, I just asked you. Oh my God. After the game, Spencer tells the team that it was his fault. Okay, he could have cost them the game. They still won, but he should have been honest about what he was going through. And Jordan is like, come on, Spence, we know how you feel. We've all had this fear of getting hurt and not being able to get out there and perform. So we understand you just had to, keep it real with us, but we got you. We're going to make sure you get back to tip-top shape. We're going to make sure that arm gets back to 100. I'm like, I love Jordan sometimes. Him and JJ, they just such good friends. They be there to buck you up, But now Spencer feels better. He feels better about the situation. Then we see Asher out in the hallway getting an invite to visit Coastal California by Barry Lemon. I don't know why Barry Lemon had to mention Spencer. Okay, everybody's looking at Spencer, but you was the real deal. Like, focus on Asher. Like, why you always gotta be, trying to pit people up against one another? As soon as Barry walks away, Olivia walks up. And she's pinning something on Asher's jersey, and then we see him kind of get hazy. Like he didn't know what was going on. And that's some scary shit, because that's messing with your brain chemistry. That's scary to me. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I was just like, oh no, I'm scared. And he tried to act like it was all good, like he had something in his eye, but Olivia knows what high looks like. So Olivia knew that something was wrong, but she just pretended like it was okay. We see Coop in a car with a hoodie on. We don't know what she doing or where she going, but her song is playing on the radio. Then we see Preach in prison talking to Quan, telling Quan to go handle it. And we think he telling Quan to go kill Tyrone. Then we see Tyrone standing on his porch, just out here free living like he ain't, started all this beef with his whole neighborhood. Somebody shoots him 3 times, send a mass, out like a light. We just don't know who shot him. But we're assuming that it was Coop. Even though, I don't know if it was Coop, y'all. I don't know. I think it was Coop, but I don't know. Billy talks to Spencer and tells him that he doesn't want him to make the same mistake he made when he hurt his knee, rushing back to the game and ended up hurting himself even more. He don't want him to make that same mistake. Spencer says he'll do whatever he has to do to get back into tip-top shape the right way. And Billy is like, okay, but it's not going to be easy. Like, you're going to have to play a different position. And he was like, all right, man, whatever it takes. But y'all know Spence can play defense and offense. He's like a fantastic player. So this shouldn't even really be that much of a big deal to switch positions. Like, at the end of the day, what's best is for you to get back in tip-top shape, okay? And that's all that anybody should be focusing on right now. Jordan talks to Simone. Okay, and I guess throughout the course of this episode, he's realized how messed up her parents are and how much help she needs. So he basically offers her a place to live without talking to his parents first. Motherfucker. Everybody is at the baker's house, okay, getting ready to hear if Laura won the district attorney race, right? And she did win, and everybody's excited and happy, and then here comes Jordan with Simone and some suitcases, and Billy is just like, Oh Lord, here we go. Like, oh Lord. Okay, like let me just deal with the issue at hand right now. After Tyrone is found dead, Coop and Patience are at the cafe, and Patience asked Coop if she killed Tyrone. And she was like, no. And Patience was like, stop lying. All right. And we see that Coop has a book bag, probably with a gun in it, on the floor. And she kind of pushes it under the table. And we see two police officers walking in saying they want to question Coop. Okay. And so she goes in with them, but she turns around and looks at Patience and looks at the bag. And then later we see Patience go and take the gun from out the bag and throw it in the river. I was like, I hope that worked. The whole time I was like, I hope I don't hear no sirens and lights. Boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Like they was following her the whole time, but they wasn't. I was glad, but I was just so nervous because you know teenagers are so stupid. They think they're getting away with something and they really not. And then we see Chris, y'all. Chris came out of nowhere. Olivia answered the door. Y'all know Chris and Olivia used to have a thing going on before he got hurt and went out of town to, get himself better. But he shows up. I don't know why. Like, it seems so random for him to be the person to come and tell Spencer that that Coop got arrested, but either way, y'all, that was All American. It was good. I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.